Have you ever thought, how does it feel when a father calls a son as a brother? It might be hard to even imagine for people who have not gone through that. For me, I've actually gone through. My dad actually had a brain hemorrhage and doctors felt he won't survive. But thanks to the Almighty, he survived for 4 years and he was like a second kid to me. He had lost his memory and he used to address me as brother. So recently when I shared this with my son, he was like, how did you even handle this? It must be such a tough thing when your father calls you as a brother, not because he wants to, but because he's forgotten. Yes, it was tough, but at that point in time, for me, the whole thing about his survival, that I count as a blessing, because doctors had left the thing saying that, okay, he will survive. He survived 4 years. He regained the physical thing, but he had lost the memory. So that was a difficult period, but I'm always looking at the positive things in life. Anything that happens in life, there is a reason behind it. It's just for us to really realize what it is. And in this situation, overnight, the moment it happened, I felt I'm suddenly a different person, a more mature person, because suddenly there's a lot more responsibility on me to handle. And when I look back in retrospect, that was a blessing in disguise. Not that I ever wanted my dad to go through this, but it taught me a lot of things which I don't think I would have learned otherwise. So, parents are the living gods. They are the physical creators of you. And we are here because of them, and when they need, I think it is our duty to be with them. So I had several opportunities to travel abroad, settle there, make a lot of money and have a comfortable life. Not that it's not comfortable here, but it's probably a lot more in everybody's eyes. I chose to be here because for me, when parents are there, when they require, I need to be there. And I have absolutely no regrets. I count it as a blessing that I was able to serve my dad for 4 years. He was almost like a second kid to me because I had done everything that he would have done to me when I was a kid. So that I look at it as a blessing, and there's immense learning that I've got out of it. So imagined, you look at different kinds of tree, right? So you have banyan tree, you have a palm tree and all of that. There are some trees which can actually go through all these storms and the winds and survive, and there are some which fall off. If you look at the depth of it, it's actually the strength of the root. And what do you think is the roots? For us, the roots is actually the parents. So the stronger you have a relationship with your parents, your life is that more stable. You're that more resilient to handle things in life. So my humble request to everyone is please, please, please do take care of your parents, not only when they're aging, but throughout. It is an obligation, it is a responsibility, more than an obligation. I think it's a responsibility that we have to really take care of parents, not just our parents, but for example, if you have in-laws or whoever it is, right? It is our responsibility to really take care of them. So I humbly request all of you to not chase things in life. It's nothing wrong in chasing it, but make sure you take care of them. It's not just the financial support. People actually go abroad and say, okay, they have appointed somebody to take care of parents. Please remember, nobody can replace you. So your physical presence is what they sort of really want. It's not that you have to spend hours together with them, but just the physical being around them, that gives them the satisfaction. So please do take care of your parents. You may not get another opportunity. I talked about my dad's incident, how he went through in the 4 years. One thing which I cannot ignore to call out is the support that I got from my better half, my wife. It's very easy, she could have run away from that saying that, okay, it's not my responsibility or we are missing out on our crucial years of married life. But she stood by me as a rock solid person. That gave me the strength. And I think when you choose a partner, it's important to choose at that wavelength, right? Other things like hobbies and all of that doesn't matter. It can be acquired as well, or you might change your preferences over a period of time. But these are some core values that I think we need to align when you find a partner. I've seen that because I do counseling as well. I do see a lot of people chasing behind things that they like. For example, do I like Hollywood movies, Bollywood movies, dancing and all of that? Those things change over a period of time. But please focus on the core values. And I can only count my blessings saying that, okay, I've got a wonderful partner who stood by me, still standing by me to make sure we as a family, we as a couple take care of everybody in the family, whether it's my parents or her parents. Thank you.